Excuse me, I'm trying to reach Michael, I think it's Grosack, head of global content policy. Yes, okay, good. Um, so, Michael, let me introduce myself. My name is John Ince, and you know, I have nothing to hide. I live out here. I live sometimes in my car, but mostly I live out here. And I have made, I guess close to 15,000 of these videos over the last 7 or 8 years. Basically, what I have done is I have been documenting uh, the life of an elderly gentleman uh, who actually, this, I suppose, is relevant here. I'm a graduate of Harvard College and Harvard Business School. This will be my 55th reunion from Harvard College. And I had a career in banking and journalism. And in fact, I interviewed Sergey Brin and Larry Page, as well as John Doyle, Michael Moritz, and Andy Bechtolsheim, and all these folks. I spoke with them. I interviewed them for an article that I was writing. I was a contributing editor of Upside magazine. So you put all this together here, and it's an interesting situation. Now, the purpose of this video here is this gets a little private, and if nothing else, I want this video series to be honest, and I have honest conversations with my shadow. I haven't even introduced Zeke. Say hello to Michael Grosack. Yeah, hello. Okay, now he's my imaginary companion, and I speak with him in these videos. And it's more than just a shadow, he knows everything about me, and he knows what I like to do. This is not all fame and fortune making these videos. In fact, most of our videos only have 3 or 4 views, So, and I posted close to 800 of them, on YouTube. So, but some of the videos are very private, and they're not pornographic, but it lifts my spirits to speak to these young ladies. They're just pictures. I realize they're just pictures. Now, you get a sense here that there is something being revealed. And this entire video series is a revelation. You could not believe. You have to look at some of these videos. I would say half of them are very, very good. And I realize you don't have the time to do all that, but I think these pictures of nude ladies, I have conversations with them, and they're thoughtful conversations. And you could make this a scientific study, a psychology. But I think it's a new art form. That's what I mean. I think these short, impromptu videos, conversations with my imaginary companion, you never know, And that actually, when I say you never know, I'm saying it because it's appropriate, but it's also the title of the whole series, and that's the irony here. You see the irony. I started out on the top, from Harvard, I worked for the Sea Pines Company, flying in private jets around to these resorts, playing tennis on weekends, doing deals. I I have lived, and now I'm living, and this is not to degrade the way I'm living, because I mean, who who could stand here and talk to his shadow? Are you a shadow? Do you want to? No, no, of course not. So, Michael, think about this video. Think about the layers that it has revealed. Yes, think about this. And let's talk. I'm here. I'm in the Bay Area. I live up in Marin, and I could easily come down there, or we could go for a hike. Whatever. Michael, have a nice day.